It's time for the mid-year check-in. How's my stash detox going? Well, come back after the intro and let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to Cat Hair and Chaos. My name is Kim. Thanks for stopping by. Today we are doing the mid-year check-in with the stash detox. How am I doing with that? Any finishes, WIPs, just the whole gamut of things. This may be a little longer video than I normally do, but I have a lot of things to talk about. And I haven't done a video in a couple of months, a monthly check-in. And the reason is because I really didn't have much to check in with. I hadn't had any finishes. I hadn't had a finish since March. So, what's the use of checking in whenever you don't have anything to check in with? But I did get, technically I got 5 finishes, and so for just June, and I know it's like, ooh, that's great, 5 finishes, but whenever you didn't have a finish in April or May, 5 in June, I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but that's just the way things go with me, because I have a lot of WIPs going, and I will have a lot of works in progress, which is the same thing as a WIP, and then all of a sudden I get several done at one time. But that works in progress takes a really long time for it to actually come to fruition. So I have already put all of my canvases that I completed away, so I will just show you pictures of the canvases I have completed. The first one, we'll just get this one out of the way. Just a little partial, a little woman coming out of the shower. I love partials. I love the way they just work up so quick and easy. And if I'm, dying for a finish, I'll break out a partial to be able to at least have something. Oh, by the way, before I get too into this, I'm working on my J-Wall cancer for an event called What's Your Sign? I'm not going to give you all the stats and everything. Tray by Bijou Bliss, pins by Creations Moran. I mean, that's good enough. These cute, I know the papers are upside down. Crafts with Crashly, she has license release papers. Love them. I do have in my cart to get a J-Wall. I just haven't yet. Every time I think about placing an order, she puts out more papers, so then I have to go back and see, okay, which ones do I really want? But she's getting all my money right now. Anyway, back to what we were talking about, the finishes. My second one is this Halloween canvas, and I actually surprised myself with this one. I wasn't going to do it until closer to Halloween, but it just kept sitting there and basically just getting in my way, and I was like, you know what, this is a whole lot of color blocking. Let me just knock it out. And so I did. And so that one is a good finish for me for June. And then the third one is this Spangler. It's called Celestial Dreams. I've probably been working on it going on 2 years. So to have this finish is a huge feather in my cap. It was nice to work on. Of course, it's an older kit, so the drill field's a little bigger than they are now, which does tend to have a tiny bit of gapping. But, I mean, it's Diamond Art Club. You just really can't say much wrong about Diamond Art Club. Drills are great, canvas great, everything's clear, so really enjoyed working on it, and very, very glad to have it out of my stash. This next one is called I call it Papuccino. It's just a little puppy in a coffee cup. Super cute. I had actually started it for an event back in, I believe, 2023. And, you know, partials are fine. Or not partials, but budgets are fine. It's just sometimes they're a real struggle, especially whenever you're so used to doing like Diamond Art Club or one of the other licensed companies that the quality is just so much better. But partials have their place, or not partials, budgets. Budgets have their place for me. I do like to do them. They're usually smaller, and you know, if I have like an event or something that, you know, doesn't have very many requirements, I'll pull out a budget and get it worked on. I have we'll go through the stats here in a minute, but I still have several budgets that I need to finish up, so, you know, pull those out when we can. And then the last one here is called Easter with my Gnomies. Again, this was for an event over at Blunt and Gems. She does monthly, she does monthly events, but this one was a seasonal event, and this was for spring. So I did that for the spring event. Really enjoyed it, and like I said, it worked up real well. Lots of black. I used it actually as my bowling tournament canvas that I take when my son goes and does bowling tournaments. So, you know, lots of color blocking. You don't have to pay that close attention to what you're doing, and I can concentrate on watching my son bowl. So those were my finishes for the month of June. I'm not going to go through and do my finishes for the year yet. I'm just going to do that at the end of the year, do a year-end finish. I don't get that many completed, so, you know, it's not going to be that long of a video. So, and I have a lot of things to talk about here. So let's go ahead and discuss the detox and where I'm at, you know, what's happened in the last 6 months, to be able to kind of see, you know, what's going on here with me. So I said at the beginning of the year that there was only going to be, I was going to go on the stash detox. The only thing I was going to purchase was going to be the Lorenz birds. And then I had some canvases I was waiting on restock. One of them, there was Cupcake Bakery, Tennessee River Sunset. If the Spangler House, the last Spangler House, the Autumn House came out, I was going to get it. And then, of course, any other canvases that would get me to free shipping whenever those happen. So all of those things did happen. I did buy birds. I did buy Cupcake Bakery, Tennessee River Sunset, and the Autumn House. But let's go ahead and look at my stats and see where we're at. at the end of 2024, I had, let me see, let me grab my paper. I'm sorry. Let me grab that, make sure I have it correct, because I wrote it down several times. Okay, so I had, at the end of 2024, 58 budgets, 80 partials, 127 licensed canvases, and 44 Disney stickers. So that brought my total to 309 diamond painting items. So, you know, partials and off canvas, coasters, all of those things, stickers, magnets, all of those are in what I call my partials. Well, you know, then early in the year, there was all this tariff stuff, and, you know, China was going to be hit with a huge tariff and was going to make our prices go up. So I got a little spooked, I'm not going to lie. And so I purchased a bunch of partials. Just so I made sure that I had plenty for, you know, whatever happened. I didn't know what, like, Diamond Art Club was going to do. You know, were they going to up their price 100%? And if that was the case, you know, there's absolutely no way that I would be able to afford that anymore. Even though, you know, technically I am on a stash detox. You know, when you're told you can't buy, that's when you want to buy. So in the first 6 months, oops. But you know what? Lizette did something similar. You know, when the tariff thing hit, she was only going to have like 24 diamond paintings, and she upped it to, I want to say 36. I don't remember. So, you know, if Lizette gets spooked, I think I'm okay to get spooked too, because she has such a level head and really can keep her stash under control. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's just say it that way. Anyway, I bought 2 budgets, which I thought they were partials, but they weren't. They were full canvas. So whatever. 68 partials. But in my defense, Temu was giving out some stupid ass crazy coupons. You know, you could buy 2 partials for like $5, and then they would give you a $40 coupon. And so I just kept rolling these things over and over and over and over again. I got a ton of storage. I got a lot of partials, and spent hardly any money, because I guess they knew that things were going to happen too. So, you know, they were like giving these coupons away like they were candy. So, well, you know, it is what it is. Disney, I actually traded, and I got 5 new Disney stickers that I did not have. So, you know, that was great. Now, my licensed, I won a Jaded Gem Shop. So I didn't have to pay for that, but I did go ahead and put it in my stash. I purchased 2 Captured by Radiance canvases and 16 Diamond Art Club. So that makes 19 license kits. And then in the 6 months, I completed 3 budgets, 7 partials, 4 license kits, and 3 Disney stickers. So that brings my total of non-worked diamond painting items to 57 budgets, 141 partials, 142 license kits, and 46 Disney stickers, for a grand total of 386 items. But wait, there's more. I have WIPs. I have lots of WIPs. So let's go ahead and take a look at all the WIPs I have, and I'll be back to give a grand total. Let's just get right on into these WIPs, shall we? So back in January, I showed you all of the WIPs that I had, and we kind of talked about a little bit. And today I'm going to show you my progress on those WIPs, if there's any new WIPs, and all that. So let's just go ahead and get right on into it. And I will put a picture up of what the WIP looked like back in January, so you can kind of see if I've made any progress. So the first one is the Mario. And as you can see, I have it completely done. So go ahead and just kind of scroll up and show you this. So this was a lot of fun to work on. It was a PR package that I received. I can't remember from who. But it worked up really nice for a budget. It was excellent. And I'm very happy with it. We have this actually hanging up in our living room. So we really enjoy it. It looks really good in the camera, but you know what? It doesn't look terrible, you know, with the naked eye, especially when you're, you know, 6 to 8 feet away. So I really like it. This second one is my Halloween pumpkins, and I had said that I'd probably work on it over Halloween this year, but I decided just to go ahead and get it knocked out. It was starting to curl up. My cat had decided that he enjoyed chewing on this one too, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to hurry up and get this one done. So I got it done, and it looks really nice. These are glow-in-the-darks. So once I get them charged, they will glow in the dark. So that'll be really pretty. This next one is just my little heart sun. Haven't started on it yet. I don't know when I'm going to. It's just kind of hanging out, having a good time. So, you know, one of these days. This little gnome here, I did have this part done, but the rest of the 3 quadrants were not done. I did get this right here done. So, well, not quite. I still have a few. But it's going, so, you know, one of these days. Papuccino! The last time you saw it, you couldn't see it very well because it had release papers on it. But I've completed it now, and it's really cute. You know, it's one of them little budgets that doesn't cost too much, and you know, you get what you pay for, but it's cute. I enjoyed working on it, so there that one is. These are my Nutcrackers, and I have not done anything on this since the last time you've seen it. Again, very confetti heavy, but I think it's going to turn out okay. Ta-da! Taz is completed. He was my bowling canvas that I took with me whenever my son went to bowling tournaments, and got him completely done. Here's Rococo's Dream. She's still, as much as last time, I haven't worked on her. I do think there is a Guerrero event, though, sometime this year, so I'll pull her out then. And this is, what, Princess Mermaid? Mermaid Princess. Haven't done anything on her either since the last time you saw it, so there she is. I don't know when I'll get to her again. And here's Pernell. When you last saw him, he was a new start. I had just kitted him up, and I have gotten right at halfway done with him. And I don't know if you can tell, but I ordered DP with sparklers for him. And like this green here, that's all sparklers. This blue is a special drills here. And his eyebrows. And this is so much fun and so pretty. All of this is special drills here. And I mean, just look at him, how he sparkles and shines. He is just so beautiful. Just take a moment and just soak him in, because I'm loving this canvas. I can't wait to get back to it. Here's Dogs Playing Poker, and I've been working on it for summer with the Masters. I have one more month, and I don't know what, maybe 2.5 rows. I'd like to get this done by the end of this month. I don't think it's going to happen, but I am going to leave it on my plate in hopes that I can get it done by the end of the year. And this is my Dreamer design. It's called La Porta Rosa Sulla Solita. And I only have from here down. Let's see if you can see that from here down. And the cat, I don't know, can you see just how bad this cat, I don't know, can you see that? There you go. He loves this canvas. He decided that he's going to chew on it all the time. So to the point where I'm going to have to cut all of this and maybe iron the back of it to get it to lay flat. I have like 6 drills here that needs to be replaced. And I think there's one. So wherever this one goes, right here, that needs to be replaced. So, I mean, we're looking at maybe a dozen drills that need to be replaced, which, you know, for as much as he's chewed on it, that's not too awful bad. So, I'd like to get this done by 2025, get it off the cart, and maybe he'll not chew on anything. We'll see. I did it! I got Skating by Twilight done. I'll post a picture, and you can see all I had left to do was this, and I got this done early January, maybe mid-February, I don't remember, but anyway, it's done. It's beautiful. Love it. So I put it up at Christmas time. This one we won't talk too much about because we've talked about it before. I did do this right here. That's as far as I've gotten. I'm really trying to find time to do this one. I want it out of my WIPs because, I mean, it's embarrassing. But, you know, it is what it is. And then here's Butterfly Beauty. She's all complete. Isn't she beautiful? I did her for the January event, Love for Lorraine, and finished her up. So I'm just really pleased by the way she turned out. This one is my whitewater rafting, and if you remember last time I talked, I had kitted it up last summer for a summer event and they wouldn't accept it, but there's a summer event now going on. It just started in July, and I just have this square done here and then part of this square. So I'll be working on it in July and I think August. I'm not for sure, but I think August too. So, you know, maybe I can get about halfway done on this one. And then we have Celestial Dreams. I did get it finished. Isn't it cute? Oh, so cute. So it's done finally. I think this was probably one of my older WIPs. I'd had it on my plate since probably 2023, but it's done now, and we actually have this one hanging up for a while as well. I always try to hang up the ones that I finish, and then when I finish another one, take it down and either decide to put it a different place or I just put it up. And this is Fantastical Forest, and I have not done anything since the last time you saw it, so I don't know. I don't know when I'll get that done. It's pretty though. I do like it. I just got so many big canvases. I just don't have time to get to them all. And this is Home is Where the Magic Is, and as you can see, I have done some more since the last time you saw it. There's a Spangler event in July that I'm working on, so I will be working on this month. But I mean, it's so huge. I'll be working on it forever. Alright, and here's Rose Library. I've almost got her done. Them done. See, I've got all of that done. The girl here. Little cheese right here. And then I got this girl done. And basically all I have left is from here up. So just this one area. This is going to be one of those I'm going to hopefully get done by the end of 2025. I should be able to. We'll see what happens. But it is coming out beautifully. I'm loving it a lot. And this is Cancer. And I have gotten some more done since the last time you've seen it. There's an event, Zodiac, What's Your Sign, that I'm working on in July for this. So, but I mean, it's coming out really nice as well. So I just really, really love it. And this is Inside Fairy's Dream, and the last time you've seen it, you saw it was, I had just kitted it up in January for, Ticket to Ride, that's what it was. And I have gotten all of this done. This is another one that I had purchased sparklers for, and I got sparklers here, and up here, and here. This fairy has sparklers. All of this, well, not all of it, but most of this has sparklers. I mean, look at how beautiful that is. And then we got some mushrooms up here that have sparklers. So, I mean, it's just coming together so beautifully. I love it, I love it, I love it. There's a Tyndall event that started last month, so I started working on it again, and it's going to continue this month, so I will have more done by the next time you see the WIP parade, which I'm going to try to do them every quarter. We'll see. I'm not very good at doing videos. I'd rather diamond paint than do videos, and you can't, you know, doing videos takes away from your diamond painting, so you gotta have a happy medium, I guess. Put that like that. Okay, so now these are all the WIPs that I have kitted up from January to now. So let's take a look. And this is called Orange Kitties. As you can see, they're orange kitties. And I had purchased this to do Get Your Weird On. I think it was back in February. So I don't know if I'll get any more done. I may just have to bring it back out next February. But it's cute. I like it. This is Glass Mermaid by Dakota Dateweiler. And I have a row and maybe a quarter done here. Again, sparklers. This is all sparklers. The tentacle is all sparklers. The coral, this fish. So, I mean, it's beautiful, but it's one of those sparklers, though, that they should have put, like, advanced on there, because, you know, it'll say only the fish gets this sparkler. Only the octopus gets this sparkler. So you're constantly having to look to see, okay, do I have the right drill for what I'm working on? But it's coming out beautifully, and it's just going to take me a while to get this one done. I'll probably have it for the next Dakota-thon, so yeah, it is what it is. And then we got Island Time. For some reason, I decided I was going to do the Chuck Along, and I didn't have a Chuck because I'd finished Skating by Twilight. So I kitted this up, and I got one row done. It's old, so the drills drill field's kind of larger, so the drills are kind of gappy. But I did start doing some sparklers. I just had some sparklers that were in my stash, and that drill popped off. So I just kind of did it on my own. So I'm hoping it's going to turn out. So far, it looks like it's going to. So we'll just have to see the further up I get. And then we got Duck Bath. This thing is so cute, but I only got a row done, and I'm very disappointed in myself. But I was doing other events, and you know, a row is a row. I'll get it back out some other event if this works, and work on a little bit more. Again, bought sparklers. This is sparkler. This is sparkler. Over there, some sparklers. There's a lot of sparklers in this bath. So this is going to be really cute when it's done. This Underwater Train by Miss Butter D. And I've got, a row and maybe a half done. Again, sparklers. You can't really tell, though. These are all muted. I think the heavy hitters are going to be up here in the jellyfish and the water here. But super cute. Again, event with Mrs. Butter D event that I participated in. So it'll probably hang out until the next Mrs. Butter D event. This one is called Sailing the Sea. It's Moana inspired by Jaded Gym Shop. I got this much done. She was having the Jaded Jamboree. It was a 3-month long event. So I was able to get all of this done for that event. So, but she's gonna be pretty when she's done. Lots and lots of confetti, but I really enjoy doing Jaded Gym Shop canvases. This is Dreaming of a Better Tomorrow by Jeremiah Kettner, and this event started just in July, and I have this much done. I'm waiting on sparklers for it, and I just got my notification that it shipped. So within a few days I'll be able to kit up my sparklers and go back and fill in the holes that I have had to leave because they have the sparklers in it. And then the last one that I have is from Sunature, something. It's a, I like to call them a premium budget company. And this is a Santa, and this is it's kind of like the Coca-Cola semi. But I mean, look at Santa's face. It is just, I mean, super confetti heavy. It was just terrible to do. But I mean, the detail in that face is just amazing. So I got him going on. Me and my husband are doing it. Hopefully we'll have it done before Christmas and we can put it up. But it is just, I mean, if you're looking for more of a budget, but not like Temu, check out Sunature. You do have to watch, they do have a lot of stolen art, but you know, you can do a reverse image search and see if what you are looking for is a stolen image. But that's it, guys. What do you think about my WIPs? I have a lot, and I just keep continuing to add more and more to them. And it's because I do a lot of events. And that is one of the downfalls of doing lots of events. I have started, though, unless it's an event that I just absolutely have to do, I won't do an event that has a new start. I can't at this point. I have way too many WIPs. So, but if it's an event that is a no new start, no finish, I am all over it. If I have a canvas that'll work. Okay, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that WIP parade. I always enjoy doing them. So I don't know if you were counting along, but if you weren't, I have 24 WIPs. So the grand total of all diamond painting items is 410. Ouch. I honestly did not realize I had that many diamond painting items. Now I can try to justify it with, well, you know, 46 of them are little bitty Disney stickers. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say Disney stickers, it's these. So yeah, they're small. They only take a minute to do. I can knock several out at one time, you know. So yeah, they are small. So if I really decided to knock down my stash in a hurry, I would do these Disney stickers, get them out of the way. And you know, 142 partials. I mean, those are quick and easy to do as well. I mean, I have this little thing right here. It's I think it was a 15 by 15. So, and I have multiples of those. Let me see what else I can show you. You know, I have these partials here. I mean, they only take maybe a couple of hours to do, so I could knock those out fairly quickly. So while it looks, I mean, 410 items is very excessive. Don't get me wrong. Very, very, very excessive. But, you know, what's that? Almost half. What, 142 and 46 is 183. Okay, third. That's, yeah. Okay, about third. Are items that, you know, if push came to shove, I could probably get that done in, you know, 3 months maybe, if I really, really worked hard on it. So, is that really all that bad? Yeah, it is. I mean, 410. Good night. I started with 309. Plus I had like 20 WIPs back at the beginning. So 300, let's say 330. And then I went up to 410. It was those partials. It was those partials that I freaked out and had to buy a shit ton of them because, you know, tariffs and sales. So, yeah, whatever. All that to say, my detox is not going well. It's not going well at all. So, I am going to do my best to, I mean, I've pretty much just stopped buying on Temu. I haven't, last time I think I looked, the last time I purchased on Temu was like late February, early March. So I have all the storage I could ever need. I have, of course, all the partials I would ever need. I don't really buy the budgets on there. Like I said, I did get a couple because I thought they were partials. To me, I want to buy licensed paintings. The partials I don't mind, but you know, the full canvas paintings, I want them to be licensed and high quality. So, and honestly, I've done, even though I bought, what was it? Technically, I bought 18 and was one. You know, 18, and the only time I kind of got out of my parameter was the anniversary sale. But I did buy 2 birds on the anniversary sale. So, but I also bought some other canvases that I didn't need to buy. They weren't in the rules of the stash detox. So technically I didn't do very good. But all the other birds that have come, I've only bought the bird and either another kit to get free shipping, or what I did a lot of the times was I'd buy another one of these multi-placers because I had several pins that still had the plastic tips. So I got multi-placers for all my pins. Now granted, I don't have a huge pin stash like a lot of people do. I keep my stash contained to like release papers and storage and putty and all of that, and I don't buy a lot of pens. I bought several over Black Friday and honestly, I'm done with buying pens. So, anyway, I've taken up way too much of your time already, so I'm going to let you go. But I just wanted to come here and just give you the totals. And I am going to try to do these videos monthly again. Like I said, I did get out of it for a couple of months just because I didn't have any finishes, but you know, I did have a lot of progress, so I'll just go ahead and do these monthly videos and give you the progress. Maybe do WIP parades every month. I know I enjoy watching the WIP parade, and I don't really care if I've seen the same kits every month, so I think I'll probably do that. But other than that, I do appreciate you stopping by. And if you enjoyed this content, if you could at least leave me a thumbs up on the way out the door, I sure would appreciate it. I'm still trying to work on consistency in my posting. What I do is I normally will do a video and then it sits in my drafts because it needs to be edited, and then it just never sees the light of day. So I am trying to do better about that, but I'll be honest, it's a huge struggle for me. I'm just not very consistent. So but do appreciate those who do watch. Thank you very much, and I will catch you on another video. Bye-bye.